Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, bluebirds. Good morning, birds. Good morning, morning. Whenever you're watching us, it's morning right now. It's about 7-ish in the morning. And yes, I took my walks again this morning. Walks. I went around the block twice. Yeah, cheers to me. I'm gonna try to keep this message as short as I can because, I guess 40 minutes is a little bit too long. And okay, so I'm gonna make a goal for myself. I'm gonna try to 30 minutes. Here we go. I have had channeling all morning. I've had messages galore. I've had things coming at me. I've listened to a reading this morning and then messages was coming at me. I'm getting them hard, strong. So the first message, because I had to write it down. The first message I got was mountain. You are the mountain. Okay? You are the mountain. You cannot be moved. You cannot be moved. It doesn't matter what is being thrown at you. It doesn't matter what people are saying to you, about you, against you. It doesn't matter. You are the mountain. People could try to come up to you and do things to try it with you, but it just won't happen. I feel that there are a lot of things that are happening in your life right now that are trying to get you to step off of your throne. You are very much in Empress and Emperor energy right now. You are handling your business. You are sitting very nice, sturdy, and comfortable on your throne. You will not be moved for any type of stupid, idiotic, low vibrational, I gotta say it because it's coming to my mind, peasant energy. You're the type of person that would be on your throne proudly and look down at everyone fighting and just be like, you can fight amongst yourselves. I'm not moving. I'm great where I'm at, thanks. So move along. I did pull cards, so I will get to that in a minute because it's a lot. My other message that I got was Fight Club. There are a lot of people out here, I don't know whether it's friends, family, co-workers, what have you, that are noticing your change because you are evolving at a rapid speed. One of the cards that I pulled was the Chariot. Okay? You are moving fast. You're jumping. You see how this killer whale is just fighting through those waves? About to bum rush all the other two killer whales that's in front of them. Nothing is stopping you at all. People want to come at you and be like, the first rule about Fight Club is we don't talk about Fight Club. What are you doing? Where are you going? Who said that you could do that? And your energy is, I did. I don't need your permission. I don't need your authority. I don't need your stamp of approval. I don't need your consent to do what I gotta do. I'm moving right along. I'm crashing through waves. I'm moving what I gotta do to get things done. And again, I don't need to run things by Fight Club. So, yeah. That's one of the movies I keep getting channeled. I don't know why. It's been strong for about a month now, Fight Club. I really feel like there's a lot of hostile, aggressive energy that is trying you right now, energetically or physically, emotionally, and they really want you to back down off of your newfound independence. If you're in a relationship, they could say, you know what, it doesn't matter if you're not with us, you're still codependent on that person. No. You're learning how to not be codependent on energy or people. You're learning how to be interdependent. Look it up. Google it. Interdependence is when you're a separate entity from someone else and you still maintain your independence, but you also have support of someone else that adds to your independence. It's like a unit, stronger together. You're still strong by yourself, but you're stronger as a unit. That's interdependence. It's not, oh, if someone falls off, the whole thing comes crumbling down. That's not what it is. It's not a big old tower moment if someone leaves you at this time. You're fine by yourself, you're fine alone. But if you have a partner that's there to support the interdependence, that factor is very much a part of your life right now. You're learning how to develop that in your life. You're learning that if there is codependence, you're trying to move away from that, deviate away from that, because you don't like that energy because you've had that all your life. That codependent, I need you, I need this, I need attention, I need your approval, I need your opinion. What do you think? Oh, if you don't like what I'm wearing, oh, you don't like the way my hair looks, you don't like the way my perfume smells. If I get this haircut and you say it looks ugly, I'm never going to get my hair cut again. Like, that is codependence. That's relying on people to run your life, and you're not on that anymore. You're over it. I don't know what this newfound energy is that you're developing in your system. Again, for me, it's me getting older. It's me maturing into an individual. People need to understand that you're an individual. You can make your individual choices and decisions. You don't need outside voices, perspective, chatter to help you with things. If I ask for it, okay, then I may want to, weigh the options here. But if I don't ask for your opinion, if I don't ask for help, it's not wanted, it's not needed. People seem to think that, no, it's not you. I know you. I know you better than yourself. You want the help. You need the help. You needed it before. And you're going to have people that come back in your life try to remind you what they've done for you in the past and why you needed them before. So why don't you need me now? And again, with that was that codependent energy that you're moving away from. When you were younger, or when you were more immature, naive, blind, keep in mind the people that helped you along the way, family, friends, whatever, that was a part of the plan all along. Especially if it's family, that's what you're supposed to do if you love someone, right? If you see someone drowning, you're supposed to throw them a life raft. a donut or whatever it is, a life jacket. You're supposed to do that for them. No questions asked, unconditional. You know, we could talk about if you know, there's a repayment, but usually there's not, because I love you. If you need help, I'm here for you, right? It doesn't matter the cost. It doesn't matter to what degree. That's what you're supposed to do. I've done many things in my life as a family member or a friend that never required repayment. I never asked for any repayment or, hey, remember what I did for you? So I'm going to need you to act accordingly. I'm going to need you to step up. I'm going to need you to do what I say. I'm going to need you to come back here now because of what I did for you. And don't you forget it either. Because I could keep on bringing it up, bringing it up, bringing it up. That develops into trauma for someone else. That. The reminder of what you've done for other people. Wow, that car is really weird. I might be on to something here. So let's move on to the next channel, because I could go on and on about that. Minecraft. I don't know whether you have been getting a lot of Minecraft signs or synchronicities or whatever. My son is very much into Minecraft. He loves Minecraft. The Minecraft movie just came out. What I got from Minecraft is that from the previous channeling is that you're evolving into a new person and you cannot be moved because you're rebuilding your life like Minecraft. One block at a time. Every time I look at my son playing Minecraft, it's amazing. He's like an expert at it now. He's very young. And he could already play with the best of them. I'm like, okay, this is going to do something in the future. You're going to be something else. It's amazing. Very impressive. But the Minecraft, the way that you could build a house, your own world from scratch. You don't need help from anyone. By yourself. I mean, the movie is based on Steve, who's played by Jack Black. Funny. He builds his own world because he feels like he doesn't want to be an adult living in the mundane, living, you know, day to day, same thing, Groundhog's Day, doing nothing, or at a job that's boring, at a job that is doing nothing for the spirit. He built everything after finding 2 cubes in a mine and going through this portal. So portals, that's significant because there's tons of portals going on. We're about to come into the 777 portal, which is probably the luckiest portal, I think. I don't know. I mean, 7 is a very lucky number, July 7th. Even though 2025 is 9, the last 2 numbers of that 25 equals 7. So it could be seen as a 777 portal. I'm pretty sure people are going to be saying it's a 777 portal. So a lot of very blessed, lucky manifestations and energy might be happening for you right now. It's going to happen around that portal or in the month of July. So July might be very, very, very significant for you. Might bring you a lot of blessings. I suggest that you start learning the art of manifestation now so it can really be strong for you. If not in the month of July, things can really start moving in motion. Moving in motion by the end of the year. Okay, this year is supposed to be a really good year. for those that are waking up, who don't want to be blind to the matrix anymore, to the same old game, tired old game. 2025 is the year of the 9, which is, we all know 9 is coming upon completion, right? Is abundance. It speaks to your spirit evolving into, transforming into something beautiful. This is giving me Phoenix energy. You are rising from the ashes right now. You are coming up out of this crazy, I'm over here struggling. I'm crawling through coals, through fire. I'm burning alive. I'm dying. And then finally, at your last breath, your hand touches life. And then new life is just, you're breathing new life into your lungs, full of smoke, full of death. And you're multiplying all of this beautiful energy onto those who you love, that you care about, your everything is giving Phoenix right now. You're in that energy. Keep going. Because again, you are the mountain. Don't you forget that. You know, these people think that they're gods out here. They're not. They're human just like you. They bleed just like you. They're just very hurt by things happening in their personal life that they don't want to address. They don't want to talk about because they belong to Fight Club. The first rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club. We don't talk about that over here. You're in Fight Club. What are you doing? You're breaking the rules, and you know what that means. No, I don't know what that means. Get out of my face, please. I don't care about what you're trying to do here. These threats. Okay, no. Mountain can't be moved. I don't care about your threats. I don't care about what you're saying here. Who are you? Okay, I don't care. The next, okay, I have to be transparent here. Sobriety. That's something I've been channeling. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you that I haven't gone through my own struggles with sobriety. I really, truly feel like I was really, really addicted to weed. And weed is an awesome, let's call it what it is. It is a drug, okay? It's legal where I'm at, but it still causes you to not think clearly, especially if you do it every day. If you do it all day, it clouds your mind. It doesn't bring you the sense of clarity that you need. I mean, for me, it really caused me to stumble over my words, not being able to think straight, to gather a thought, to relate to my spouse, to be present for my child. It caused me to space out a lot. It caused me to really jones for it if I wasn't on it. And it was weird because I didn't grow up smoking that. I didn't even get into weed. I think we could say that on YouTube because, I mean, weed is not a bad word. I didn't get into it until I was an adult because I needed a gateway for my grief. I was really, truly depressed after my mom passed. Not even when my mom passed, when my mother was diagnosed, I was turning into someone else on a downward world spiral, fast, sinking. And the only thing that helped stabilize me or part my cloudy sky or make me smile or laugh was weed. And the first time, I even remember the first time I tried it, I couldn't even breathe. I forgot to breathe. I thought I was dying, but I love the stuff. I still do. You know, I still may dibble and dabble here and there socially, but I do not smoke like I used to. I had to get off of that. I mean, I don't want my child seeing me doing that, because I don't want my child thinking that it's normal to be codependent or dependent on a drug to survive or to feel, to be happy, to smile. I don't want that for him, because I don't want him to be dependent on drugs to smile, to laugh, to think, to live. So I had to make some changes in myself. It's hard because I still crave it, but I just keep it moving. I move on. When I feel the craving, the urge coming up, I just have to think about something else. I have to keep my mind busy with something else. My creativity has really improved because I'm off of weed, because I'm trying to keep busy so I don't think about it. And the more and more I don't do it, the easier it's becoming not to be dependent on it. Now, this could be for anyone, not just me and my addiction to weed, but it could be for you and your addiction to something else. I'm not downing anyone who smokes weed, who loves weed, whatever. Do you, boo. I'm not looking down on you. I'm not judging you, because you may need it for other reasons. You may need it to channel. I mean, a lot of people can control weed. It won't let it control them. And, you know, that is good for you. I wish I had the strength for that. But I developed, again, a dependence upon it at a really low time in my life. So it didn't happen when I was younger, and it was when I was smoking socially around my friends, and we would like have fun with it. I didn't have that growing up. So I have to be very transparent about that. Also, in previous videos, my previous video, I wanted to also address in this video about what I don't do when it comes to, that flies in here again, when it comes to tarot, okay? I'm not downing types of tarot like zodiac signs, and as long as it's related to spirituality and healing and grief and things like that, and addressing the root issue or problem of what is wrong with you or society, or just as long as spirituality is involved in that, and not always talk about twin flames or what's coming at you, or when are they coming back. As long as it's not about that, because you get to the point where you're like, who cares? He's not coming back. How many times do I have to hear the same message? They left. I left. Learn to love yourself. You won't need love from someone else or that person that left you. You know, wish them love and light, wish them well, and move on. But if the zodiac that you have, if you're listening to a zodiac read and it's about helping you grow spiritually into a more evolved human being, then I'm not against that stuff. It's awesome. I still listen to my sign and reads about my sign, but I'm very choosy again about the reads that I listen to. Because I'm not going to choose a read about, is your twin flame, twin ray, blue ray coming back? I don't care. No, what? We are so past that spiritually. People that are tapped in, we have evolved from that years ago. Okay? That is not a thing anymore. Here, there's the fly. There's the fly. Exactly. The fly is like, yes, it is. No, it's not. No, it's not. You know, I talked about it with my family years back. Now, I'm not saying like decades. I'm saying as little as maybe 3-4 years ago. I was talking about twin flames, all types of jazz. I didn't know what I was talking about. I didn't know what I was saying. I was knee deep in the tarot back then about that. Until I woke up and realized, what am I doing? I don't care about this. This is ruining my life. Thinking about this. I don't care about somebody else not being in my life or whatever, for whatever reason. Got Godspeed, and I'm moving on. You know, I have a healthy relationship, and people on the outside may be like, no, you don't. You know, it's whatever. You know, how would you know? Do you know what healthy relationships are? Probably not. So you move along. Don't speak on things you don't understand, you don't know. You know, I don't tell anybody anything about my life for 1,000 billion reasons. First off, it's none of your business. And second of all, you can't relate. There are tons of people in my life that don't know what a healthy relationship is. You know, some do, but a lot do not. So what am I going to do? Talk to you? Ask you for advice? No. The last channel I have before I get to the rest of the cards, and I'm going to go over 30 minutes. Oh, well. I tried, y'all. Is the name Ashley. I've had a love-hate relationship with that name. And it's weird because I listened to this reader. Her name is Three might be something. It might be significant. The Supreme Voice. Okay? The Supreme Voice. I really love her messages. Sometimes I tune in, sometimes I don't. But when I do, she's usually spot on. Sometimes it's scary. And she, out of nowhere, said the name Ashley. She said it might be significant. I'm like, okay, whatever. I get that from time to time, that word, that name. Excuse me. Oh my God. Confirmation burp, I guess. So I was on my morning walk today. Randomly came across, you know how in a sidewalk, how before, you know, a new paved sidewalk, before it dries, you can write in it. Randomly, never seen it before. I've lived where I've lived for years now. I see the name Ashley engraved in the sidewalk. I've walked up and down this street many times. Never seen that. Weird. Like, why is that the name that's in the sidewalk? You know, growing up, I've had different Ashleys. I don't know whether it's that spirit jumping into different people and they just so happen to be named Ashley. I don't know. But I've had many Ashleys in my life that have pissed me off from time to time. And it's weird. Because it's like that movie Fallen, where the same spirit of whatever, I mean, each one would act the same. I mean, would just, for no reason, just be mean. And I'm just like, what did I do to you? I mean, the amount of, and not just from Ashley's, just from me growing up, the amount of hate I would get because of my face, you know, because of the way I look. I can't help the way I look. I was born like this. My face, the way I look, is a combination of my mother and my father, okay? I can't help this. I can't help the way I look to you. You know, you need to address that within yourself. If you're mad at me because of that, because someone likes me, okay, and I mean, if they like me, then okay, I can't help that. If I'm walking around breathing, I'm alive, so what's your problem? You know, this is different stupid reasons why people would not dig me. And one major reason, now that I'm older, is because of the way I look. And I'm like, you know, I'm not going to downplay the way I look. I'm not going to make myself look weird because you're insecure about the way you look or the way you vibe or the way you wear things or the way I'm not going to do that to myself. You know, this is the way God blessed me to look, so I'm a rock with it. I don't care what you say, how you feel. You know, you need to go and you need to like address that. You need to go to therapy, or you need to meditate, you need to pray, you need to do something with that energy. That's a you problem. The cards that I pulled, there are, or maybe one energy, but I'm feeling like it's a group. They want you to be imbalanced so bad. Okay, they want to block everything in your life. And they want to cause you so much mental pain. I'm getting mental pain, okay? Because there's a lot of swords down here. I mean, we have 9 of Swords in reverse, and then we have 10 of Swords in the upright, okay? But again, with the 9 of Swords in reverse and then the 10 of Swords upright, the imbalance, that's that fly, it's not on you, it's on them, because that's what they wished for you, okay? The 10 of Swords is what's happening to them. They're in pain because of what they wished for you, what they wanted you to go through. But you're moving along, because the last card I showed you before is the Chariot. You're moving right past all these people. You know, all the mental anguish and if they sent energy towards you to make you feel bad about the way you're moving and to make you emotionally imbalanced, to try to make you cry, try to make you care about their feelings more than your own. You're growing into this emotionally, I hate to say it, but you're very Queen of Swords right now. You're very emotionally numb to all of this. You're taking this type of stance that's like, I don't care about the way you feel. I care about how I feel right now. I don't care about your little tears? How about all the times I cried and nobody cared? That's where you are right now. I've cried to the point where my tear ducts are dry. I can't cry no more. So you crying? Been there. Rejection? Been there. Projection? Done that. Rejection, projection, and now it's time for your resurrection. Okay. Bars. I'm sorry. That rhymed. That was awesome. Rejection, projection, resurrection. Those were the stages. You gone through a lot of rejection, and then you went through a lot of projection, and now it's time for your resurrection. Wow. You got the white raven spirit, because I had to pull a lot of animal. I'm very feisty this morning. I'm very in like a very animalistic, I don't even know if that's whatever, type of vibe. So I got the animal totem tarot. I got the spirit animal oracle. The first one is the white raven spirit. Trust in the magic. You see it happening. You may not want to believe it. The number 66 might be relevant. 6, 6, 12, 1, 2, 3. I said 3 before, might be relevant. So, you know, you see the signs and synchronicities, like I said in the previous video, you see it happening. Trust in it. Magic isn't like bippity boppity, okay? It's not like, oh, somebody putting a hoodoo on it. It's not about that. It's about God is working in your favor and he is moving out the way. He is moving all the muck out the way for your blessings. So if you see it happening and you just don't understand what's going on, just rock with it. Don't be scared. Get the fear out the way. That is a scare tactic from your enemies so you don't move. But again, remember, you are the mountain. You move regardless. Okay? Chariot, you're moving. Okay? Even though you are the mountain, you are moving. You can't be moved by the enemy. But you can move whenever, wherever you want. The next animal, the wolf spirit. And I felt like this for years, like I'm a lone wolf. Okay? Turn knowledge into wisdom. There's a difference between having a bunch of knowledge about something and being wise. Again, with me, like I keep saying over and over again, like, you know, like a broken record, I am getting older now. So there's something about that. There's something about me tapping into being 40 years old where I feel like there is an untapped sense of wisdom that I'm getting into now. I feel like my elders feel like I'm too young to be acting like this. Like, who are you? You know, you're not old. You know, you can't be acting like this. You can't be talking to me like this. You can't be treating me like this. I don't care. To me, I'm 40 decades. Wow, that's a long. I'm 4 decades old. Okay, I haven't been in high school in a long time. I don't have time to be treating you like we're in high school, like we're in grade school. When is it going to be the time that I get to be an adult? When can I start acting grown? When? I'm not going to start acting like that when I'm 50, 60, 70. I'm in the energy now. Lizard in reverse. I feel like your enemies are like acting like true reptilian energy right now. I feel like they're very, like their mask is falling off and they're showing their ugly face. Like the mask is a smiley, beautiful, kiki, laughing, and then the mask falls off, and it's like, you know, like I don't like you type of face. And you see it, and you're like, I knew it. I knew you never liked me. And all this time, you've been faking it. You've been lying to me this whole time. You've been trying to get me to just stay where I'm at by being nice and kind and whatever. But all this time. The number 67, my mother passed at 67. You might have been born in 1967. 6 plus 7 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. 38, 11, might be, you know, life path 11, I don't know. Next card, the vulture spirit. Nothing is wasted. So all this wisdom that you have been developing, all this magic that you have been harnessing, don't waste that. Don't waste this newfound energy that you have been developing in your spirit. Don't back down. Don't cower. Okay? If you have to move by yourself, move by yourself. Who cares about groups? One of these days, you will find your spirit family, your soul family in the physical. Don't worry about not having it now. Maybe now is not the time to have that. Maybe now is the time for you to move solo so you could build your spirit up from being traumatized for years, and for you not having trust issues, or you having trust issues in other people. Maybe you need to learn how to have a stronger sense of discernment, like me, and learn that there are people that are actually worth trusting out here, that can be trusted, that won't hurt you. They're not out here to hurt you, to make you cry, to make you feel a certain type of way because they feel whatever, less than, which is stupid, because nobody's better than nobody on this planet. Nobody is God here. I'm not trying to be perfect. I never said I was. And then the last card is the Nightingale spirit. Love is all around. People want you to feel like you, again, are not loved. They want you to feel that you being by yourself is horrible, that you need family. You need people to be around you. You need that constant love and affection. You need that attention. You could develop that within yourself. Okay? And within yourself. That's all you need. You know, for me, I have my husband and I have my child, and I'm blessed to have them. But a lot of people don't have that. And you need to learn to be okay with that. You know, sometimes you won't have that. Sometimes you won't have children. You won't have a partner. And you're going to ride it out this lifetime being by yourself. And maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way it was intended. Okay? I mean, sorry, but maybe that's, again, the way it's supposed to be. Last but not least, again, I pulled from the Rainbow Bright. Yes, I did. And I got the Lala Orange. I got the Lala Orange. Okay? First thing I thought about was Lala from Vanderpump Rules. If you don't know what that is, what Vanderpump Rules is, okay, fine. You must not be a millennial. But Vanderpump Rules, there is a person on the show. Her name is Lala Kent, right? She's very, I don't know, she's a Virgo, and I think she's like one of them Virgos that have a lot of fire in their chart. She's very much like stubborn, feisty, but she comes across as being strong, but she's very sensitive. You know, she uses a lot of projection, because I don't know whether she feels that she deserves so much and she didn't get it, so why didn't she get it? That is the energy that I get from Lala Orange, okay? The character Lala Orange was one that was like the cute fashionista, feisty, like, hey, like that is Lala Orange, okay? Yesterday we had Buddy Blue, who is the athletic, love sports. Today, Lala Orange. So orange might be significant. Blue and orange, my shirt, okay? I got this because my son, when he was younger, he loved Blippi. Blippi is blue and orange. If you don't know what Blippi is, look it up. It's on YouTube. He's kind of like a modern day Pee Wee Herman, I think. But blue and orange, right? It reminds me of like a October sky. So October might be significant. Orange is very significant in the fall. Pumpkins, leaves are orange, brown, you know, the changes. So fall might be significant. So something might be happening in the fall that might bring you a lot of joy, a lot of manifestation. So if you tap into that 777 portal that's coming up, some might pop off in the fall. Might be a fall baby. I don't know. But we're already really moving past the time I said I was going to move past. I know somebody going to be talking about me. But that's fine. You know, I'm working on it. And I'm going to be bringing you some reads. It's going to be really, really short, really quick reads. Just give me some time. I'm coming to that. But I had a lot of channels today, and I was feeling good, okay? One last channel, AI. Somebody may have been out here trying to frame you, trying to put your face on a body, an AI-generated person with your face, trying to make it seem like you out here doing stuff. OnlyFans might be significant. So somebody might have been out here trying to make you look like you doing something on OnlyFans or something crazy like that, or creating pages out here from AI. That's something weird I'm getting to. So just look out for that. And if that happens, just know you have a right. That's all I'm gonna say. You have a right to bring justice to that, because that's illegal, especially without your consent. So with that being said, I'm gonna leave it there. Remember to always be the peace that you want in your life. Make these people understand what that is, and if they don't, that is not your problem. Okay? And my candle just flickered. I just heard it back there. Please like, hit the thumbs up. It's gonna push the video out in the algorithm, help bring these messages to people that need it. I know this video is long. I hope you watched it to the end. If so, thank you so much. Again, like, subscribe. I would really greatly appreciate it. Until next time, peace.